Buddy, Barb here. Andy's out pressure washing the rock picker and the tractor we rented. I thought I would go outside and do some filming. He doesn't know this. Sorry. Anyways, I have no idea if he'll be filming later today or not. I know that we have to what are we doing? Oh, taking the duals off the 7230. And I think he might be doing a little spraying. Not 100% sure, but not sure you'll be able to hear me shortly because pressure washer is really loud, but we'll see. We'll do some sneaking up on Andy. Oh, there he is. Look at him go. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, I just showered.
Your tractor and rock picker that you got dirty.
Oh, honey, I just got done cleaning the bathroom. I think we're equal. Actually, cleaning the bathroom might be worse.
I'm glad those don't leak.
Oh, well, you fixed them, so now they won't leak. I do all the cleaning in the house. Yeah, we'll wait for this fall. Have to drive through a lot of mud. We're gonna be Mr. Smarty Pants.
Son of a bitch being narrowed up.
You missed a spot on that tire.
It's not gonna get dirty again.
All right, I guess you guys probably have seen enough of Andy washing.
All right. Hopefully I keep my finger out of the way because I don't have my little pogo sticky thing that I put it on. Rental tractor, 8245 hours clean. That's a son of a bitch to clean them tires too, because this tractor must have sat on a planter to be narrowed up the way it was, probably on a 16 or 24 row planter, which is why it wasn't the most comfortable thing for tillage neither. The 8235R is wider. Whee, rock pickers pretty clean. I mean, it's a rock picker, so 5115 is pretty clean. This was horrible with oil, because if you go back quite a few videos now, I showed you how I put this third outlet on. These were off of a Fosse valve. I ended up replacing both of these because there was 4 on that Fosse valve. The other 2 were leaking. There was oil all over. Apparently those 2 don't leak. Water tank's full, probably got at least 1,000 gallons in it, so probably the next project after, I'll do this without getting my finger in the way, after I move this stuff out of the way, get the washer put away, I'll probably bring the sprayer over, put some water in it. Still got antifreeze in it. Well, when I say antifreeze, when I'm done with it, and then in the fall before we put it away, I put minus 30 degree Fahrenheit windshield washer fluid in it, run it through the booms and the hoses for a few minutes, run it through the foam marker hoses, and then store it that way. So I got to get that shit out, run water through it, make sure every nozzle's working and whatnot. So that's project number 2 for the day. I'll probably show you that when I get to it. All right, hope you can hear me. Putting some water in the sprayer so I can fold out the booms, check all the booms, check all the nozzles. It's a Hardy sprayer. It's got a 600 gallon tank, 60-foot booms. Way too windy to spray. I don't know if you can tell looking at the vines on the side of the barn or the trees. Hoping maybe later. That should be enough. That should be enough. Alright, let me get this unhooked and whatnot, get her folded out, and I'll show you. Alright, I got water in it. Time to spread her out. Like I said, 60-foot booms. Works nice for me because we have a 8-row planter. Gotta remember that. I got my lines reversed, so I'm gonna have to eventually change those because I don't like them the way they are. So I'm basically spraying 24 rows at a time, which I'm good with. Alright, get her up to... Can't see my RPMs here. Get her up to 2,000. I run about 6 miles an hour in the field too. I don't go super fast because before I had my own sprayer, years ago I used to hire, or actually I had my own sprayer, and then I'd hire the companies with the big sprayers, watch them guys go 10-12 miles an hour and run my corn over because we don't have a lot of flat ground. Alright, my pressure looks like it's up to where it's going to be. Here's my 3 boom sections, and this is my on and off, so I'm going to turn it on and we're going to get out and we're going to go see if every nozzle's working. Coming in, but so far so good. We use 10 gallons per acre. That's the yellow ones. This is the 3 nozzle body. The red and the blue are 2 different ones. I think one of them's 15, one of them's 20 gallons per acre, just for different chemicals and whatnot. Far they all look good. They all got a good pattern. They got that triangle pattern crossing each other. So that's just water with a little bit of what's left residue of the windshield wiper fluid that's in there. So looks good. mowed the lawn. Alright. Everything looks good. So I will flip the switch off just to turn all 3 booms off at once. And it did. Turn my PTO off because I don't need that. Corona? Yeah, no, it's freaking allergies. Now I'm gonna check my foam markers. So I don't know how well you can see, especially through a dirty window. Come on, you son of a bitch, zoom in. But that white line right there, you can see the foam going through it. Yep, that foam marker's starting to make foam, because I just filled that tank right there. That's the foam marker tank, and I did put some soap in it. Let me raise this thing up a little. There. But yep, that's, and I can change my rate of how fast I want the foam to come out. But that one's working, so let's flip it over to the other one. And let's watch that way. Yeah, you probably can't see it again, but you can see the water and the foam whistling through that white line. And there's the foam starting to come out. Drop it on the ground there. I'll adjust that rate when I won't use that till beans, because corn, obviously I'm on rows, so I know where I'm at. Beans, I use the foam marker. So everything works. That's a good thing. Now I'm just gonna pull the plug, drain the rest of that water out, and hope the damn flag over there stops going straight out like it is, because it's freaking windy. So pull this rope, that'll drain out the last water that's in there, and I'll take the hose, give it a quick rinse, and we're golden. So next we will be spraying. By the way, this was job number 3. Job number 2 became taking the duals off. She was coming out to mow the lawn, so I had her help me get the duals off. So, all right, stay tuned. All right, I don't know if you can tell just by looking at that corn, it's whipping around pretty good. Flag whipping around pretty good. The weeds here in front of my truck by the shop are whipping around pretty good, which I sprayed with Roundup yesterday. Because Chelsea always forgets to mow that little strip when she goes out to mow her grandparents' lawn. Dust was just blowing across the driveway a minute ago. You can see weeds over here. So basically, when your flag looks like that, not a good day to spray. So when the tree in my parents' yard is whipping around like that, not a good day to spray. That may be one thing spraying this field, other than there's bean fields around it, so I really don't want to kill them. But you don't want to be spraying near somebody's house, obviously, their lawn. So I will probably end this video, and spraying will just have to come another day. But before I end it, all right, I'm going to get this over with now. Hope you like what we're doing. If you do, you know, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, you'll know when we're doing it. You want to follow me on Instagram, Andy the Grumpy Farmer on Instagram. I know some of you do, and we chat back and forth on Instagram because you have Instagram channels too, so that's kind of neat. But the bullshit going on in this country today, when I say today, I mean, you know, recently what's been going on. It's 1:35 on Saturday right now. At 2 o'clock in our county here, our big city, we'll call it, city of Auburn, where our county office building is. It's our biggest city because there's around 26,000 people in it. They're having a rally at the Heritage Center. And of course, those of you who've been following me know I'm on my county legislature. you know, they wanted all of us to attend. No, I'm not. All right. I'm going to do this once and only once, and then I'm done with it. All right, the bullshit that's going on in our country right now is just that, bullshit. Look it up, folks. Facts are facts. Is there racism in our country? Absolutely. But it goes both ways. Wall Street Journal did a great article. I don't know when. I think it was called The Myths of Racial Injustice, something like that. But anyways, look up the stats. There was 1,004 people killed by cops in this country in 2019. There was 9 unarmed black people and 19 unarmed white people killed by cops. There was like 50 cops that were killed in 2019. Now, I'm a big supporter of law enforcement, just like I'm a big supporter of the military. The shit that went on with those cops and George Floyd, those cops should be put in jail for the rest of their lives. I absolutely agree. But let's also face it, 1 or 2% of every profession in this country sucks. I don't care if you're a farmer like me, you're a cop, fireman, lawyer, doctor, teacher, whatever. 1 or 2% of every profession sucks. So do we drag the other 98 or 99% down with it because of that? It's bullshit. We just had 57 cops in the city of Buffalo, which is a couple hours from us, quit because of all this bullshit that's going on. You know, you look around the country, some of these libtard mayors and governors, you know, oh, we're going to defund our police forces. Really? You think the shit that's going on now is bad? Wait till there's no cops. I mean, you want a civil war in this country again? It's not going to end well. That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to end well. There's good black people, there's bad black people. There's good white people, there's bad white people. I mean, there's good and bad of every race. End of story. The other night on the news, they showed this black woman and probably her, I don't know, mid to late 60s, I'm going to guess she was, looking at her. Trying to get away from the road when cars go by so you can hear. Standing outside her business that was looted and trashed. And she's, you know, the camera person's sitting there basically interviewing her, and she's screaming at the top of her lungs, you know, you idiots say Black Lives Matter, but yet you're burning down other black people's businesses. It makes no sense. None of this is a reason to loot, to start fires, to do all that bullshit. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And like I said, you want another civil war in this country? I don't think so. Because it's probably not going to end well. But you know, we live in a rural area. My daughter goes to school with maybe 2 or 3 kids that are black. They're good kids. I went to school with one that I can remember. He was a great guy, good friend of mine. Unfortunately, he passed away at like 51 years old year and a half, 2 years ago. Disney cruise that Barb and I and Chelsea have gone on a couple times. We met a couple. He's black, his wife is white. So Manuel, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you. Great guy, great guy. We've gone on the cruises. Him and I have gone golfing. He now lives in Florida. He did live in Colorado. So we went to Disney. I went golfing with him. Great guy. Like I said, there's good and bad in every race. But someone one day, you know, yelled at me because I said black people instead of African American. Well, let me tell you something. I've had black people, one in particular that said to me, goes, were you born in Europe? I go, no, I was born here in America. So you're not Euro-American? He says, I wasn't born in Africa neither, so I'm not African American. I'm black American. You're white American. Exactly. So, but you know what? Say what whatever. I mean, calling someone a black person I don't think is offensive, because maybe that's what they'd rather be called than African American if they have the same attitude that this guy had. So I don't know. You know, I bring politics into this sometimes because I'm on my legislature, and that's fine. I don't usually bring this bullshit in. I don't plan on bringing this bullshit in ever again, but I'm just putting it out there. And if there's any of you that are subscribed that don't like what I just said, bye. I don't care. Unsubscribe then, because you're not going to enjoy my channel. I mean, I'm here to show you our everyday life farming. You'll see some non-farming things. Don't get a lot of personal stuff. If you notice, my daughter Chelsea's 16. She's not on a lot of videos. Maybe I'll put her on some more. We'll see. But, you know, I haven't got to that point where I want to get too far into the personal things. But most of you know how I feel about things anyhow by now. So I wanted to get that one out there, because being in politics, being on our county legislature, and people expecting us to go to these things, you know, and should we kneel and apologize for 300-400 years ago? Oh, one other quick thing. That's another thing. And I know I'm rolling on here, rambling. It's like tearing down all these statues of everything. How do you learn from your so-called past mistakes if you try to abolish the past? So 2-3 generations from now, we'll never have a clue about what happened in the past. Whether the past was good or bad, it happened. You can't change it, but you can learn from it. So, all right, I'm done.